Hey guys, I'm not making my intro because I'll do it in a second. This is one of the videos that I said that I recorded months ago, but I'm able to edit and upload just now, so you know why. And I had three gameplays on background: Metal Gear Solid 5, Dark Souls parts that unedited of videos that I ended up not posting, and Call of Duty. But since I have my PC now, I used a footage of Far Cry 3 and Borderlands because I didn't know what to do with those videos. I kept Metal Gear because I didn't know what to do with it and I wanted to. Anyway, I made this video when I was getting in the beginning of my audio video college and edited in January, but now the college started again and this is my edited edit is already outdated, but it's still worth it to watch it. I'm talking very quickly because the video is already, set it, so I just need to put this file of the intro in the beginning, but I have a time already established it because the video is already on place, so I can take more than 3 seconds. Adios. Huh. I guess I still have a few seconds. Hola, ¿qué tal, muchachos? How's it going? And before you ask, no, I am not dead. Don't worry. Well, this is awkward. Uh, but okay, I'm going to be serious with you now. I kidding, the joking apart. The truth is that shit. Okay, seriously, I don't know how to even begin to explain. Uh, you all know that my notebook was blah 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 blah, but that's not the excuse. Even though it sucks, you have no idea. Seriously, I will give you an idea, okay? With my computer, I could record a 20-minute video, and renderize it in like 30 minutes. With this notebook, I do like I render in, I don't know, 1.5 hours. Even yeah, oh, but Fox, 1.5 hour, it's not that much. Yes, but I can only render in that time when it's cold because the notebook doesn't heat up. And well, it was kind of hot. Now it's cold again, but that, like I said, that's not the reason that I did not do it. After I returned with the channel like 2 months ago, I recorded a lot of things. I wanted to keep going with my Batman series, Batman Arkham Asylum, so I recorded like 4 episodes in a row. I recorded Dark Souls 2 because I finally got it for PS3. If you are subscribed to the channel since the beginning, you know that I started doing Dark Souls 2, and I really love making videos of Dark Souls 2. I like to record a lot and then edit it in a short video. I really got my total inspiration by PewDiePie when he did the series in 2013 and 14. I just love, it fits really well for me. But I had so much content to edit and render and post on YouTube, but taking so much to render, I have to stop every 30 minutes because it gets all uh, you know slow. So it's fucking sad, man. But like I said, this is not the reason. The reason is that I changed colleges. I changed the course. I'm going to be honest with you. In 2014, when I graduated from high school, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. I just knew I wanted to make videos about. I knew I wanted to do something with in the communication, let's say it like that, area. And I always knew that I wanted to talk to people. I always loved making videos, but I didn't know. I thought of what I wanted to do in the end of 2014, but it was too late to do the test for colleges, because here in Brazil, the colleges, you have to make a test to pass them, and it had passed the time, so I didn't do it. I did 1 year of one thing that you don't have where you live probably, but it's like a course too, course to get ready for these college tests. But I did only for half a year because the college that I wanted, actually most colleges have these tests in the middle of the year too. And I got in. I got into public relations, because I thought, oh, I love communication and that's it. But most people that get into public relations, it's kind of because of this. Well, a lot of them also, oh, I love planning. I'm all organized and shit. So yeah, public relations for me. And a lot of people get it right. Most people that were in my class, I know and they know that they're in the right course. But I realized that no, it's not for me, because first of all, if you want to join public, oh, look at this video. It's also a lesson about colleges. If you want to get into public relations, you have to like the brand you're working for, because you don't see a public relations working with his own content. You have to work for a certain brand, and you have to love working to that brand. You have to like it and search everything you can about it. And I'm not like that. I simply don't like working with content that I don't. It interests me. But I get the people that do like. They want to like. Know about everything. But no, because I really like movies. I like series. I like video game a lot. I love making videos. I love to talk about astronomy too. So I don't like to know, about brands of tampons. I don't fucking know. And if you're going to work to that brand, you have to do it. There are like those event plannings, and I think that's fucking boring as hell. I admit that PR is really important. Don't get me wrong. It's a good profession and it has a great market. Totally. Everyone needs a PR. But, I don't like it. It's not for me. I did this classworks this last semester, and we did like a simulation of a PR agency. Me and my group, we did a client that was going through a crisis, and then two agencies would come up with the better program, and they were all like saying, they have the briefing. There's the planning, the people that do the questions, see what our problems are, then send that to planning, then they send that to the creative part, and I don't like it. When I was in PR and I had thought about changing course in this last semester, it haunted me the whole semester. I felt like weird all the time. I thought, I don't think this is for me, man. I'm not comfortable. My friend said, oh, don't worry, this semester no one is liking. But they were saying that because there were a lot of subjects, that people weren't liking. They were kind of heavy. There was sociology. Is that how you say it? Anyway, but that wasn't the reason for me. It's just that I wasn't liking the PR classes specifically, you know. Anyway, that PR agency classwork, and I didn't like it. Even though I was at the customer, I was their client, I didn't like it. I also realized that I'm not tuned into the news all the time. I don't have a fucking clue of what's going on. Sometimes I see on Facebook, some papers that I follow to see some of the things that are going on. And also in PR, you have to be also tuned in social network. I use Facebook daily, but just to see interesting things. I don't use it, as an active user all the time. I share things that I like, then occasionally I post a picture. I almost never use Twitter. I only use Instagram to follow some people that I like Bear Grylls. But in general, I don't use it. So with all that, I decided that I wanted to change, and it was a fucking hell. That's why I didn't post anything during the month of July, and I'm not posting still. I don't know, because I still don't feel inspired, but because I'm going to explain what happened, I decided to change. But it's hard. It's not that easy. You have to take a lot of factors into account. I don't even know if that's an expression in English, but because it's not like if you want to be a dentist, a doctor, physician, you know what you're going to do there. In public relations, it's a lot of things. You can't have you can't have an idea of everything. So I have to consider every step, and I was always insecure. Like I said, I thought that PR was for agencies were for me because though the dynamic, fast-paced environment. But then I realized that no, I hate that. Agencies suck. So maybe I can work in big companies in like internal communications, but I still don't know. Caring for the brand and doing everything for it, those strategies. I'm not like that. So but still, I had to consider everything. I talked to so many people, and so little help, and so few. Sorry, I talked to so many people, and so few helped me out. I was so lost, and I didn't feel inspired to do videos. That's why, like, I didn't see any movies on my list. I didn't read for that month because I was so worried about everything, and I was still feeling that way until I started recording this video. Because I felt so accommodated because I didn't record last month and I wasn't recording this one. I started to feel accommodated. I love making videos, but I wasn't feeling inspired to. So I thought, okay, I have to record now. If I don't, I won't want to come back later. But I love, I have other things to do that I'm procrastinating about it. But it's not like I'm a total procrastinator. No, it's just this feeling. I just have to do it. I think coming back to make videos will reopen the door for me, and I will be able to come back as normal, do the other things that I have to do. But anyway, I realized one thing. I love making videos. I love editing. But of course, that's not a reason to change course. So you see what I'm getting at, right? You know for what I changed for. But the one thing that I realized, I love cinema. When in my first semester of public relations, we had a class named public history of cinema. So I loved it, and I realized that I like making videos. I have this artistic side, and I want to make movies. So I thought, yeah. But I was so scared and insecure about, because shit, I realized that I didn't like the course that I was doing. So, oh my god, what if I do another one and I miss again? I was, but what, like screenplay? It looks cool, but what if I can't do it? What if I suck at it? Because if I want to get into a course, I want to be good at it. I don't want to just do it, and even if the people in my class aren't good either, it doesn't mean that good, the bar is not set very high, so I don't have to worry about not making good scripts. No, I was so nervous, but in the end, and also, when I was a kid, I had this side of like, oh my god, this scene, like, this scene here in real life could become a shot in a movie. I know, I can totally imagine that. A lot of time when I was talking to my friends, among the years, I thought, oh my god, this conversation is so funny and could fit a movie, because it's not a conversation random and boring. It's a conversation that could lead somewhere. And then I realized it. I should go to film school. My teacher of history of cinema that also gives audiovisual language and audiovisual production, but it's not, oh my god, production. No, he just gives us some works about, like, oh, make a video about institutional shit. It's small stuff, of course. In public relations, we're going, it's, some, it's just a class for, so we have content, we know how to do it, but not, we will record with our phone, so I don't know. But you get it. And he also said that film school, was more for me. And I realized, yes, but I don't have the money. You know that film school is expensive. I think everywhere is like that. So I went to another course. It's not specifically, it's not film school per se, but it's audiovisual, because here we have two courses that, are audiovisual. There is cinema and radio and TV. But since the radio is, there are two classes about it during the course, and the rest is more television and working with fiction. Fiction, is that how it's how you say it, right? And I went for radio and TV, and then I started realizing that, my God, when I was waiting for the classes to begin, I started thinking about ideas, and everywhere, and I was always like that. But I didn't realize that before. I was always, every time I'm on the street, something happens. I look at a scene, and that inspires me to make. I look at something, and that is certain image. A street with different architecture or cool, I don't know, and that inspires me. I begin to have a lot of ideas to short films or anything, but I had ideas, and I thought, holy, I never thought of that. Actually, it's not that I never thought of that. I just didn't realize that I loved that part. And I also started to think, okay, let's stop worrying just about one scene specifically, because I had these ideas of scenes already ongoing and cool shots. And then I realized, okay, but we have to think more than that. So one day I thought myself, when I was in my old college, because I had to get some papers, what would Tarantino say to me? I said that kidding, but then, oh my god, I started having ideas to dialogues and sequences of scenes, and then I realized that I also love screenplay, and I probably am good at it, I also have this perfectionism. I think that's how you say it. And I was always like that, Sometimes when I'm editing a video here for the channel, I stop and ask for someone's opinion or get all messy because of, like, seriously, half a second on the editing, because I want to see how it, in which way is better. Seriously. And I also realized that I love directing. I think I will love direction of a audiovisual product. I have this, like I said, perfectionism and artistic. Let's say artistic, because I don't know the word in English. I have this artistic and perfectionism sense that I think, I think of a scene, I will know how to know this way is better. I also think adaptations, I could do it. In photography, like when I was watching Breaking Bad, I took a print on almost every scene because I thought it was awesome, Everyone realized that photography in Breaking Bad is awesome, but seriously, in every scene almost. Okay, you get it, not... Anyway, so yeah, I realized that is what I like. Oh my god, this video is getting way longer than I thought. I just can't simply, sum down. I can't. I talk a lot, and I am a detailist. I don't know. Anyway, you also know what I'm talking about. So this is why, you know, now I'm more confident that I choose the right course. I still wanted cinema, not radio and TV, because I don't care about this history of radio. Television, okay, but radio and, you know, but they are similar courses. They have a lot of the same classes. But during the month of July and beginning of August, I was so insecure because, and still now I think, okay, I'm in the right course, but did I do the right thing of leaving public relations? Because I was already on I had finished the first year, and but fuck, if you don't like it, you have to leave it. Yeah, that's the thing, even, but maybe I could like something. I don't know. You know, that thought still bugs me a little. But now I'm feeling more happy and I know what I want to do. I want to do fiction, and I realize that a lot of people don't do it. And you also realize that a lot of people want to, oh, I want cinema. And here, since there are two courses and radio and TV is way cheaper, a lot of people say, oh, but I am more, you know, for the movies. That pisses me off so much. And before, I used to think that a lot of hipsters went to do cinema, and they do, but I don't care anymore. I realize that I like audiovisual too, because every time I like something, I get really competitive. Seriously, I have to be the best. I know that's a bad thought, but I'm just like that. I'm Monica.
It's okay. You don't have to be the best at everything.
Oh my God, you don't know me at all.
You know, then I thought, man, I'm going to get really bad, because if I like audiovisual and I get competitive about it, I'm going to be on a fucking class with people doing the same thing. But then I started thinking, okay, but I don't have, you know, I don't think about, oh my God, oh, you like cinema, right? But you're not good enough for that. I don't think about that anymore, because I think, you know, a lot of people. A lot of people think they are good at cinema because first of all, we all like movies, but you know, I'm going to leave this conversation for another time. Seriously, I'm going to make another video about it, talking about audiovisual and all, because seriously guys, this video is just to say that why I went missing again. I was so troubled. Not troubled, you know, it wasn't a real trouble, but I was so confused. I needed time to think. I wasn't feeling the mood. And this video is just to explain this transition of my life. If I start talking about cinema and everything now, I will make a 40-minute video, seriously. So I'm going to stop here. I hope you understood all the reasons. So I think I will be happy now, even though my class, there are a lot of immature people, seriously. And I realized that not even half of them, seriously, not even more than half, 75%, even more than 75% aren't focused. And, you know, as I am, I'm really interested in the theoretical part. I really want to learn about screenplay, but you know, I'm probably the only one. The rest is like, oh, let's go use the equipment already. Some of them just want to do a freelancer job. Seriously, dude, if you want a freelancer job, you don't need a graduate degree. Is that right? I think it's the same thing. You don't need a college degree. You can do one of those. It's a shorter course that I don't know if you have there, but anyway, you know, I have a lot of faith. I think I will say a lot of my course now, because I will talk about things that I like. So I will talk about my future plans, some projects that I have in mind. Like I was saying, I'm thinking of projects to the future. And and the classes really interests me. So I'm going to, you know, keep you updated about that. Instead of only making videos about video games, which I still love, but it's cool to bring different contents. Except for history of radio, because I don't care about that. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did. See you in the next one. Subscribe for more, and adios.